Hi guys, today I wanted to talk about Saturn in Cancer. So this is part of my Saturn sign series. The last video I did on this series was Saturn in Gemini. Sorry. So today I'm going to be talking about Saturn in Cancer. What it's like to have the planet which is all about restrictions, delays, authority in the very soft and emotional sign of Cancer. So stay tuned. Before I get started with the rest of the video, I wanted to let you guys know that I do natal chart readings. So I look at your birth chart, I look at the different houses, planets, the different aspects they're making with each other, and I figure out what kind of challenges, what blockages are exactly holding you back, and what you can do to move forward in this life. So I give you a practical action plan. I also do Synastry chart readings, which are called relationship compatibility readings. So if you're already in a relationship, if you're thinking of getting into one, if you have a crush on somebody, you can contact me for a Synastry chart reading. I'll look at both of your birth charts and I'll tell you what the relationship is going to be like, what kind of problems you may face as a couple together. I also do tarot card readings, so you can ask me questions related to any aspect of your life. That can be career, finance, health, relationships, home life, family, basically any aspect of your life, and I will do a tarot card reading for you as well. To contact me for a reading, drop me a message on my Facebook page, that's facebook.com/Venusianscorp. You can also drop me an email at astrolove111@gmail.com and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. So let's get started. Saturn in Cancer. So first of all, I'll explain a little bit about Saturn. So Saturn rules the 10th house, which is traditionally the house of Capricorn. So Saturn is very much about status. It's about your status in society. It's about the body of work that you've done, your career, your profession, what you've done and achieved in this life. That's all Saturn. Now Saturn is a slow-moving planet, so it's also symbolic of delays and restrictions in this life. Saturnian lessons are usually learned once you cross your mid-30s or once you are in your early 40s. That's when the effects of Saturn start reducing, because by then it is assumed that you would have learned your Saturnian lessons in this life. So Cancer, let's talk about Cancer. Cancer rules the 4th house of the zodiac, which is right opposite the 10th house. So Cancer rules the 4th house of the zodiac, which has to do with home life, which has to do with nurturing, nourishment. It signifies the mother energy in the zodiac. So if Saturn is the father energy, father in your childhood, Cancer is about the mother energy. It's the moon. It's ruled by the moon. So these two are very different energies. When you've got Saturn and Cancer, you will always feel like your emotions are restricted. You will feel like you are a very emotional person. Let's not confuse that. You are extremely emotional. You feel things at a visceral level, at a gut level. You absorb other people's energies when you're in public places, when you're with other people. You are most likely an empath. You feel other people's feelings to the extent that you absorb it and then you don't know which is your feeling, which is their feeling. So you are extremely emotional. But the problem is when you've got Saturn in Cancer, you have trouble expressing that emotion. There is a lid on your emotions. Saturn is about putting a brake on something. Saturn is about putting a spoke in the wheel. Saturn is about putting a delay on something. So for you, the challenge in this life will be to effectively express your emotions. You may find that when you try to express your emotions, it usually comes out in a very stern way, in a very rigid way, where people feel odd, like it doesn't seem soft, it doesn't seem emotional, it doesn't seem vulnerable. It seems more like you're just saying a few words, but there's no feeling behind it. That's how it may come across to other people, but deep inside you're feeling all of this, every single bit of emotion. But the way you communicate it, when you try to communicate it, it can seem very, very harsh. It can seem very cold, like, there's no feeling behind the words. That's how it can seem to other people. Saturn in Cancer, see, Saturn also has to do with your public image. It has to do with your career, your accomplishments in your professional life. When you've got it in Cancer, when you've got Saturn in Cancer, your professional life will most likely be a home-based business or something to do with nurturing and nourishment, where you're probably a babysitter, or maybe you teach children at school, small kids at school, or maybe you are a midwife, because see, cancer also has to do with mothering and nurturing. So you may be a nanny, you may be a midwife who helps to deliver babies. So all of these are connected to moon energy, motherly energy, cancerian energy. Your profession will be most likely home based or something where it's connected to the home. You could be an interior decorator. So you're getting what I'm saying, where it's sort of connected to the home, it's connected to nurturing, nourishment. You could be someone who works at a not-for-profit organization where you are cooking meals for the less privileged, because cancer is about nourishing other people, feeding other people, taking care of other people. So you could be in nursing as well. So those kind of professions are very good for Saturn and Cancer people, because if you can't express your emotions in some way, you will suffocate and die, literally. So Cancer needs to express its emotions. There is no way around it, guys. So if you're not able to healthily express your emotions verbally, then a profession that helps you show your emotions through actions, that is going to be much more effective for you to channel this emotional side of yourself. Saturn, is representative of the father figure. So your home life may have been in a way where your mother may have been very strict and your father may have been more emotional, more softer. So the roles could have been a bit reversed in your childhood, where maybe your mother was the provider in the family, and maybe the father was more the caregiver, the person who stayed at home or took care of the kids. Or even if the father was working, maybe they were more accommodative of your requests. They were more softer to you. They were not so harsh on you. They were not so judgmental. Whereas your mother may have been very judgmental, very harsh, very strict, having a lot of rules, a lot of regulations, where you almost felt that motherly love was missing in your life. And that's very important for Cancerian people. They really need to feel nourished from their mother at a really young age, because they are so impressionable, especially because Cancer is ruled by the moon, and the moon is your emotions. It's all about emotion, and it's a watery energy. So when you were children, you likely missed out on that maternal love from your mother, and you got it from your father, but that doesn't really compensate. You need the love from the mother, so you may have missed out on that a lot. And now that you've grown up, you find it difficult to express your caring side, your vulnerable side, your nurturing side, and it usually comes out in this rigid like Saturnian way, where it's all about structure, it's all about discipline. So even when you're trying to show love to people around you, it's going to be in a way where it's very measured, it's very scheduled. It's not spontaneous. See, Cancer is about spontaneity. It's water, okay? And it's a cardinal sign. So Cancer likes to start things. Whereas Capricorn, Saturn, which rules Capricorn, it's about discipline, it's about authority, it's being harsh on yourself. That's very Capricorn. So when you've got Saturn and Cancer, your emotions will be very jumbled up. So you feel all of it, but you feel it's like one big mess inside you, and you don't know how to get it out of yourself. So, like I said, one of the things to do is to look for a profession that helps you channel that emotion in a way that comes out in a healthy way, but at the same time it helps you to get your emotions outside. Because if you keep it inside, Saturn and Cancer, you will suffocate. Like, emotions are like breathing to a Cancer. You are emotional. And if you can't do that, let's say you're in a profession which doesn't allow you to express that emotional side in any way, or the caregiving side, then another way to do it is to watch a sad movie. Like, literally, watch one of the soppiest movies that you can think of, and cry. Like, you really need to cry, Saturn and Cancer. You have to let those tears out. You have to allow yourself to feel, because all those emotions have been hardened up inside of you because of Saturn. Saturn is about rigidity. So it's important that you let that out, let those emotions out. And the more you do this, the more accustomed you will get to expressing your emotions. And this is going to come with time, because Saturn lessons are learned over a period of time. It doesn't happen quickly. So usually when you're in your mid 30s or when you're in your early 40s, that's when you're going to have a healthy sense of how to express your emotions in a way that doesn't come off as odd, so you will find a healthy balance eventually, where you can express yourself in a way where it feels warm, where it feels beautiful, and where it feels like there are emotions involved. So guys, that's my take on Saturn and Cancer. If you like this video, another thing I wanted to mention is Cancer is ruled by, it's a water sign. So even a profession that allows you to be near water, so maybe you're a lifeguard because you're saving people, right? That's very Cancerian. You could be around water, you could be a swimming instructor, I don't know, just anything that allows you to be near water, especially salt water, because salt is very cleansing for your energy. It's going to cleanse your aura of any negative energies that are coming your way, any stagnant energies that you've accumulated over the course of the day. So salt water is really good for you. If you're not in a profession like that, you can take salt water baths. Those are really good for you. So guys, that's my take on Saturn and Cancer. If you like this video, please do give it a thumbs up. You can also subscribe to my channel. Click on the red subscribe button at the bottom of this video, and you can also click on the bell icon next to the subscribe button, so that whenever I post a new video, you get a notification in your inbox and you can stay tuned for all of my latest updates. Thanks a lot for watching, guys, and see you in my next video, which is going to be Saturn in Leo. So stay tuned for that one. Bye guys.